Welcome to part 4 of Control and Coordination chapter. In this video, we are going to discuss about endocrine system. Endocrine system is a chemical messenger system. It is made up of glands which secrete hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers which regulate the activity of cells or organs. Endocrine glands are ductless glands. Hormones produced are released directly into the bloodstream. Hormones will go to a particular organ and influence its function. This organ is called the target site of that hormone. Importance of endocrine glands. Control and coordination in animals depend on two things for information transmission. One is chemical signals of hormones and other is nerve impulses. If dependent only on electrical impulses through nerve cells, only a limited range of tissues would be stimulated. Since they get chemical signals in addition to nerve impulses, a large range of tissues are stimulated. As a result, animals can show ranging changes in response to stimuli. Now we can see an image of all the endocrine glands in our body. So the name of the endocrine glands are hypothalamus, pineal gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland. Along with thyroid we have parathyroid gland, thymus, adrenal gland, pancreas, ovaries in female and testes in male. Now we will discuss about each gland separately. First, pineal gland. Pineal gland is a very small gland. It is located in the middle of the human brain. It has light sensitive cells. It produces a hormone called melatonin and it controls the biological clock. It means sleep and wake cycles. Now moving on to hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is located at the base of the brain near pituitary gland. You can see the diagram here. Pituitary gland is a small pair of P-shaped structures you can see here. On top of that you have the hypothalamus. It produces hormones that stimulate or inhibit hormones produced in pituitary gland. Now moving on to pituitary glands. It is the important endocrine gland as it secretes a number of hormones that regulates various functions of the body. It also controls the functioning of other endocrine glands. Therefore, it is called the master gland in the body. In this diagram, you can see pituitary gland. It is located below the hypothalamus. Now, hormone produced by pituitary gland. It is a P-shaped gland behind our nose near the underside of the brain. Pituitary gland secretes growth hormones which regulate growth and development of the body. An excessive secretion of growth hormone leads to a condition called gigantism, an abnormal condition of excessive growth. And insufficient secretion of growth hormone leads to dwarfism, an abnormal condition of stunted growth. Here you can see pic of gigantic person and a dwarf person. Now moving on to thymus. Thymus gland we have already discussed under lymphatic system. Thymus gland is located behind the sternum and between the lungs. Sternum is the bone to which all the ribs are connected. Now here you can see the location of thymus gland. It is only active until puberty. Thymosin is the hormone produced and it stimulates the development of T cells. Now moving on to thyroid gland. It is located behind the larynx. The main hormone secreted by thyroid gland is thyroxine. It controls the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats and proteins and bring about balanced growth. So you can see where thyroid gland is located. It is located behind the larynx. Now diseases related to thyroid gland. First one is hyperthyroidism. Excessive secretion of thyroxine leads to hyperthyroidism. It increases the general metabolism rate. As a result, Fat stored in the body is depleted and there is a loss of body weight. Hypothyroidism. Insufficient thyroxine secretion lowers the general body metabolism, increases body weight, and this condition is known as hypothyroidism. Swelling of the thyroid gland due to deficiency of iodine in the diet leads to a condition called goiter. You can see that in these images where the thyroid gland is getting enlarged. To prevent this, we have to use iodized salt in our diet. Iodine is needed for synthesis of thyroxine. Parathyroid gland. They are small 4 glands located in the neck behind the thyroid gland. You can see that in the images. They are 4. They are very small and behind the thyroid gland they are located. It produces parathyroid hormone. It is also known as parathyroid hormone. It regulates blood calcium levels. Now about pancreas. Pancreas is an example of both endocrine and exocrine glands. As endocrine gland, it produces 2 hormones, insulin and glucagon. Now about insulin. It controls the rate of oxidation of glucose. It helps liver and muscle cells to absorb glucose from the blood. It also controls the formation of glycogen from glucose in the liver. Now about glycagon. It serves to keep the blood glucose level high enough for the body to function. It stimulates the conversion of stored glycogen to glucose. Now, disease related to insulin hormone. Insufficient secretion of insulin leads to a condition called diabetes. The level of glucose in the blood of these patients will be more. These people have to take less carbohydrate in their diet. In case of high blood sugar, the patient needs to take insulin injections. Next endocrine gland is adrenal gland. There are 2 adrenal glands, one on each kidney. They secrete the hormone called adrenaline or epinephrine. Excitement generally stimulates adrenaline secretion. It is also known as fight and flight hormone. Adrenaline prepares the body to react during emergency. Hence, it is also called emergency hormone. So, adrenal gland is located on top of the kidney. You can see that in the image provided here. Now about adrenaline hormone. Adrenaline increases the heartbeat, rate of respiration and blood pressure. More air is inhaled in as the diaphragm and the rib muscles contract. It constricts all the blood vessels except those that supply blood to the heart muscles and skeletal muscles. All blood is channelized to the skeletal muscles to carry out response. Next endocrine gland is testis. Testis produce male sex hormone called testosterone. Its main function is to produce sperms. It helps to develop secondary sexual characters. Moving on to ovary, it secretes female sex hormones called estrogen and progesterone. It helps in formation of ovum. It also helps in development of secondary sexual characters. Now here is a summary of endocrine system. First, pituitary gland located in the brain. Hormone is growth hormone. It regulates growth, controls the functioning of all other endocrine glands. Thyroid, throat, thyroxine controls the metabolism rate. It also helps to bring about balanced growth. Parathyroid, near thyroid gland, parathyroid controls calcium balance of the body. Adrenal, attached to the kidney, adrenaline prepares body for emergency. Pancreas, abdomen, insulin controls glucose level of the body. Testis, scrotum, testosterone controls growth and development of male reproductive system. Ovaries, lower abdomen, estrogen and progesterone. controls growth and development of female reproductive system. Now about feedback mechanism. We need a feedback mechanism for controlling the precise quality and timing of hormone secretion. For example, when we take a meal, sugar level increases. Insulin is released. Insulin controls sugar level and sugar level reduces. Such control of hormone secretion helps to maintain a state of balance in the body. Now in this image you can see homeostasis. Homeostasis is the state of balance of our body. So actually 90 mg glucose per 100 ml blood is the balanced state. Now blood glucose level rises after eating. The message is sent to the pancreas. It releases insulin. Some glucose is sent to the liver. Some is used by the body cells to make energy. Now this is how release of insulin keeps the body in a stabilized state. Now in the next condition, blood glucose level drops below the point. Information is given to the pancreas. Another hormone, glucagon, is released. This glucagon tells liver to release glucose into the blood. Again, the stable state is attained. So this is feedback mechanism of hormone. Here we come to the last of this chapter. Thank you for watching.